I think I'm getting in trouble because I'm slow. Don't be time shaming me,
No,
okay?
you know what? I'm very punctual, but punctuality for me, anyone that knows me, I'm on time. I'm not on time. That's a lie. I'm never on time because I'm always early.
Dave, it's actually 2 minutes past 7.
Yeah, I
Time
know, but
difference.
when I say 7, I mean 5 to 7.
Okay, I apologize.
But we're all built differently. We're all different. So,
Okay,
all
well,
right.
I'm so sorry. And you know what? Because you made me rush, I forgot my book with all the questions in it.
Where's the book?
It's upstairs.
Go and get the book then. I'll keep everyone entertained.
Okay, tell them a story and I'll go get it,
All right.
okay?
There's no questions on the thing. Hello, everyone. People keep asking me about my diet and stuff. So I'm going to tell you what I have in a day. Basically, I always don't ask for this after. The key is protein with every meal. A lot of protein with every meal. I wake up and have a protein shake, whey protein. You gotta have whey protein. If you're losing weight, you need whey protein. I have 2 scoops of that. There's only 90 calories per scoop in the see-through scooper thing. So that's 90 times 280. Some water in it, pumpkin seeds. Sometimes put cashews and almonds in there, but I realised now if you have almonds with bananas, that fills you up for a lot longer. So, and then I do my run or my walk. I either do like a 3 mile run, like a 5k run, or a 5k walk, or I do some hill runs. Hello.
Do
And
I
then
dare even? I can't really hear this.
I
Go
usually
on.
run in the morning. I usually run in the morning and do my weights at night. But I always shadow box after the morning session, after the run, and I do it after the weights as well. But I don't shadow box like a madman. I just work on certain things that I'm trying to get off. All right, you back?
I'm back. I have the book. The reason why I was running a couple minutes late is because I got questions for a quiz, just in case we should need to go there.
Is it general knowledge or is it boxing related?
I've general knowledge. I've general knowledge. I've boxing, and then I've got a quick fire rounds.
Okay.
But there's also a lot of questions from people from today.
Well, let's get cracking then. So I've got dinner at
So
8 o'clock.
what?
I'm on a strict diet.
Well, you're not going to be any longer than a half an hour. I promise you. What do you want to do first?
Let's get the questions done. Let's do them right now.
From the people or from my quiz?
From the people.
All right. Okay. Let's have
So
a
I
look.
can lose signal in 20 minutes if I don't know the answers.
You're very intelligent. You're very good at a quiz. I think you'd be all right. Um, okay, so there is actually loads of them, right? And
Okay,
there's
I'm ready.
loads that obviously I'm not going to repeat
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they're,
I can
you
only
know
imagine, yeah.
yourself. Um, so there's one from S. Clyde 93, and he said, you spoke about before being very shy growing up, but now you can be yourself.
Yeah.
How did you manage to let go?
Well, basically, in
It's a
primary
good
school,
question.
I got moved up in the year above. So in reception, I don't know what it's like in Ireland. I don't know if the schooling's the same. But from being 4 and 5, you go into the next class, which is year 1 over here. I didn't do year 1. I went straight into year 2 because I was highly intelligent, as hard as that is to believe. 4 of us got sent to the year above. So after kids, some of the kids were nearly 2 years older than me. And I had a massive head. I've told this story before. My head was big as it is now, but I was only 5 years old. My body was only small. So I used to get some grief. I used to get bullied in primary school, to be honest, by the older kids. And then when I moved back down into my own age group, I got bullied again because I've not been through school with him. I didn't know him. So I was a bit of an outsider. So I was a bit shy. Secondary school, came out my shell a bit more. But with the women, I was very shy with the women because I was a late developer. So I was shy because my body was. I was a late developer, to be honest. Like I didn't.
Were you not always tall? Were you not always really
No,
tall?
I was really small till about 15. I was 5'4" at 15. Then I shot up. But in terms of other stuff like wasn't growing. Do you know what I'm saying? So in lots of conversations, I didn't have a clue what was going on. So I was very shy. I didn't interact with any females. I didn't really, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't. So I was shy. I was shy with women, and I was shy as well. Probably because me upbringing as well. My dad was a bit of a bastard with me at times. You know what I mean? It wasn't the nicest upbringing. So I was a bit timid, to be honest, as well. I had the odd scrap at school because I was fit and strong. I was always training, so I was fit and strong. Like I could have a do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So and I was a bit rough as well. I was where I went to school was quite posh, to be honest. Oakley was a posh area. I lived in a council house, and I was born on the other side of Dunny. I was rough, I was ready to go. So, but still shy and timid. So I left there, I left school, left my friends. When I got comfortable with people and my friends now, like I could still be shy now, you know, with the wrong people. So I left school, and my dad, and after a couple of months started boxing, I went to Brendan Ingle's gym. So I was just hanging around with Brendan all the time, and I think my shyness went away when I got educated. Do you know what I mean? Brendan kind of educated me, not in terms of what's the capital of this or what's this. Like he educated me on important stuff, like human stuff.
So how does somebody that has been really shy and timid go then to bring a certain type of aggression into being a professional fighter? Like, where do you get that
Well,
energy
I
from?
use Danny as an example. When I met Danny, outgoing kid with his friends, but shy with adults. Like what Brendan did to me. He used to make us go and shadowbox and sing in Meadowhall Shopping Centre. We had to go and shadowbox in the shop and sing in front of everybody, in front of like a big crowd. You have to like sing and dance, and he'd make you do all sorts of stuff in the gym. You'd be in the ring, all body sparring, about 8 of you. You'd stop everybody. You'd have to do a roly-poly, because I couldn't do a front flip or nothing like everybody else. I'd do a roly-poly, shadowbox, shout my name, run back, and your shyness leaves you because you got no option. It's like with Danny. I made Danny do all sorts. I made him go and I remember the first time, how old would he be? Just turned 16. It was a Nick Webb fight week, and Eddie Hearn was there. And he went, I want a picture. So I grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and I shoved him into Eddie. And he was fight off light. He had to go, oh, hello, mate. And Eddie luckily went, I remember it clear as day, went, hello, Danny, you superstar, how you doing? He was in that situation. He had to. So sometimes you got to make yourself uncomfortable, you know. Luckily, I had Brendan. I guess Brendan was the Brendan and the gym, because there was so many people there. John Buster Keaton, he was a big hell, you know, Junior Whittaker, Brooke Richard Towers, all them. You know, they were superstars to me, and I had to look
Do
up
you know
to them
how
day in day
lucky
out.
you are? Do you know how lucky you are to have gotten to be in his company? Not only be in his company, but to be trained by him.
Well, you know what? When I was trained at Brendan's, probably I started nearly 12 years ago. So Brendan was kind of, he wasn't really doing much training anymore. He wasn't doing so much training. He'd do a bit of pads now and again. He would sit on his step next to the stereo and just watch everybody body spar, and he'd just come in and say a few words to you. But I used to make sure that I was at the gym early every day. I was litter picking. I remember once I'd been building a fence for about 2 or 3 weeks. It was a wall, actually. On one occasion, he had me moving a ton of sand from one bag to another bag about 2 yards away. And at the end of it, I thought, why have I just moved that? He used to make us do like ridiculous things, but I used to go early every day just to spend time with him, really, just to get a couple of minutes with him. Just used to make sure that he'd tie my gloves, won't let anyone else tie my gloves, just because. And I guess that comes from my dad. You know, my dad was trained by him when my dad was 17. My dad lived with him for a little while as well. Um,
No
so
way, really.
yeah. So my dad was professional with Brendan for years. He was amateur with him for years. He even lived with him for a little while when my granddad kicked him out. So my dad used to say to me, he's a very special man. He's probably the most intelligent man I've ever met. So I used to just go
Yeah.
there and just take it all in. And I guess that's where I became a man, really, at that gym with Brennan. Like I said, the people that I mentioned before, they were proper superstars and heroes to me. So for me, every day to go in the gym and talk to them, it used to be a big thing for me. I used to get nervous when I had to go and ask, like, one of them might tie my gloves or I had to spar. I'd get nervous. So that brought it out of me. Yeah, I made myself uncomfortable, and it worked.
So, advice for the guy who asked the question: join a gym, join a boxing gym.
Just get yourself out there, you know. It's like
Yeah.
when I made Danny do the body sparring at the open workout. He didn't want to do it, really didn't want to do it, but he got in there in front of a big audience, everyone talking to him after, and that. You got to put yourself out there sometimes. It's hard, but once you've done it, it's done.
I agree with you. That's great advice. Okay, let's have a little look. Let's go through those people saying, I'm a big fan of you, Dave, and looking
Thank you.
forward to seeing you back. You look great. All the usual coming through. Lots of people asking about this goddamn announcement, but I know you can't talk about it because they haven't put it out
Well,
yet, right?
I thought it was going to be Wednesday. I thought it was going to be Thursday. I thought it was going to be today. It's not any of them 3 days. It's a bank holiday now, so it's probably not going to be till Monday the earliest. But it's a good one. It's one that I'm very proud of. A lot of people know what it is. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people know what it's
No,
to do with.
no, they don't.
But
They don't.
I think a lot of them do. A lot of people have messaged me saying, "Is it this? Is it that?" You know, a lot of them are half right. Some of them are completely right. But something I'm very proud of, and I can't wait for it to be announced. I've just have to get it away, but it means more to me than if it was an announcement for myself.
Yeah, it's a good one. But
It is
also,
good.
if everyone could stop inboxing me, because I'm definitely not going to tell you what it is. Okay, so this question has come up a lot, and I know that it's come into the question box a lot today, and I know that you spoke about it before in an interview or in a couple of interviews, but loads of people asking about cruiserweights.
Well, I'll tell you.
Now, what is the cap on cruiserweight? Like 14 stone or
14 stone
something?
4, 14 stone 4, yeah. So I'll give you 2 reasons why I can't make it. Reason 1, as I sit in front of you now, I'm about 18 stone 2 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
My body fat when I was 17 and a half stone was 12% body fat. So to do 14 stone 4, you're talking 2 or 3% body fat, and probably a weight cut and a water cut as well. And also, when I was 19 in the ABAs at heavyweight, which is cruiserweight in the amateurs, I was having to dry out for 24 hours to make it at 19 years old. And at 19, I was like that. I was really thin. It's just an impossibility. I think in pictures, I look really small. I'm a very thick-set man. And in pictures, I look really short. And people
But
say I look
what
about
height are
5
you?
foot.
You're like 6'3" or something, is it?
I'm about 6'3". I'm 6'3" and a half if we're going to be scientific about it, yeah. So, yeah.
You don't look it.
I don't look it, yeah. So people think I can make cruiserweight, but I can't. If I could, I don't think I would anyway, but I can't.
There you go. Right, we go again. Oh Jesus. Uh, these your fans have no filter. Lots of people saying please don't leave social media, but what are the reasons why you're taking the break? You
No,
just
well,
want a
basically,
little
what I want to
headspace.
do is I want to get under 17 and a half stone. I've used this lockdown time. I feel like I've changed a lot in 6 weeks. I feel like I've matured a lot. The thing with lockdown is a lot of things have been taken away from us,
Yes.
and a lot of things that have been taken away from us have been fantastic for me. You know.
So what since lockdown and with everything that's been taken away, what are you finding you're most grateful for in this
I
in this
guess I
time?
guess family. I'm spending time with my sister, my brother-in-law, and my nephew, and it's just nice. And I spoke to an ex-girlfriend of mine the other day, and she just said you're too used to being at home, everyone kissing your ass, being nice to you, and it's got you to a position where you're just kind of floating through life, and you're not in the real world, kind of. And I guess to an extent that's been true the last 5 or 6 years of my life. Kind of floated through doing what I do, and no one really says too much to me. I just get on with things. I'm no trouble to anybody.
How did that
And
make you feel hearing that?
no, I think it's probably true. To be honest, I think it's true. And I remember thinking, well, I was on Twitter giving an opinion on everything, and I think somewhere along the line, the last couple of years, I've probably changed a tiny bit. Not the core of me's not changed. Still a nice, easygoing fella. I can't be asked for any kind of trouble. I don't want anything like that. But a little bit of a change, probably a higher thought of self-importance. So it's been nice to be down here. I've got my sister, you know what I mean? She's having a go at me the other day. She's left a cup upstairs. You know what I mean? There's no bullshit going on here. You know what I mean? So it's been really good for me. So I was brought up very strict, very proper. You know what I mean? My dad was like very proper, no messing about. You know what I mean? And kind of deviated away from it a little bit, I guess. So yeah, I feel really good. I feel more back to my old self.
Good. Glad to hear it. Right. Um, Look, there's loads of people like repeating themselves, so I'll give a little rundown. Rematches: David Price, Dillian Whyte, and also first fight back. Who do you want?
Well, the thing is, behind the closed doors, I think that's going to happen end of July, early August. Yeah, there's going to be 5 fights per card. You can only have there's only going to be proper fights on. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be like probably 5 10 rounders or something, or 4 10s in a 12. I imagine. Do you know what I mean? You're going to get domestic fights as well. You're going to get Terry Harper and Natasha Jonas, I imagine, being put back on. Luther Clay, Chris Congo, Valili Wardley, all these great domestic fights that was going to happen, I believe they're going to put these on. So for me to box behind closed doors, I've had 2 rounds in, by the time I'll box, I've had 2 rounds in 13 months. So 2 rounds in 13 months is not enough for me to go into a 10-rounder against a good fighter. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I just don't think it is. I'm not going to risk everything I've worked for just to say, all right, I've not boxed for 13 months, I'm desperate, I'm going to jump in. I'd rather wait. So I'm not sure without the crowd. I won't want to box for the title without the crowd. Because when I win the title, I want to get on the top rope, get my belt like The Rock, like that, throw it into the crowd, go and collect it after I had a shower and that and got changed, come back out, collect it, find it. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if the right fight gets offered, then I'll box behind closed doors. If not, I won't. So in terms of rematches, you know, the Dillian Whyte rematch is never going to happen. He's rated top 5 in the world, you know. I've only had 2 rounds in 13 months. The Price rematch is one I'd like a bit down the line, maybe next year. So obviously he's beaten fair and square, you know what I mean?
Why do you think that fans are so obsessed with rematches? I find it very interesting.
I don't know. I think the Price rematch is something I would want. David Price might think it's an easy night's work, but I think fans of me would like to see it. Whether boxing fans who aren't a fan of me or David Price want to see it, I'm probably not sure. The Bracamonte rematch is one I'd like as well. Probably them two. Maybe the Brown fight as well. Maybe they're the 3 rematches. But the Bracamonte one for me is the one that's very appealing because it was a good fight.
A few people saying there that Tom Little done an interview last night with Umar. He mentioned your name a couple of times.
Yeah, again, it's you know, there's him, Nick Webb, Valili, Wardley. There's loads of good domestic heavyweights, you know, and there's loads of good fights out there. And I'm sure, and people can say, oh, well, you're not very good, Dave. You're not this, you're not that. But I've got myself into a position now where I can box these guys, yeah? And I think they're all good fighters. I've got respect for all of them. I sparred a lot of them. They're good, and I box Nick. He's a good fighter, you know? But it's like, the top and bottom of it is this. I can box them, say, for 25 grand, or I can go and box as the opponent for 10 times the money. You know, it really is as simple as that. And if you ask 99 people out of 100 would say, well, you know what, I'm going to fight for 10 times more money, even though it's not harder fight. And that's the top and bottom of it. So, but I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. At the minute, boxing is so far at the back of my mind, I can't even tell you. So I don't really know. I'm not really thinking about it at the minute, to be honest.
Okay. There, great answer. Lots of people also asking about your YouTube series. Were you doing a YouTube series?
Yeah. I got
yeah.
to part 4, part 5. I uploaded, but it didn't upload correctly, and then I just thought YouTube was trying to move me off, so I just packed in. But part 5, we'll do part 5 right now if you want. Fill part 5 right now. Do we do part 5 now? No.
What's part 5? I don't know.
Part 5, basically, I've just won the boys' clubs, and I've just met my first.
Oh,
girlfriend.
You mean actually talk
Yeah,
through it?
basically, I'll give everyone a brief oversight of what's to come. Part 5, just won the national title, went to a New Year's Eve party, One Direction had just formed, went down there, got on the coach, fell in love with some bird, we ended up getting together, I got really fat, didn't train, she showed me where KFC was, she drove, so really annoyed me dad. I boxed in the Yorkshire final, I won but I struggled a bit. I boxed the ABA champion the next week in the quarterfinal, got beat, put 2.5 stone on, went on the GB assessment, sparred Joshua, sparred Joy, sparred Fraser Clark. And then that's probably where I'd get to be honest. There's a lot of details that I'm missing, a lot of humorous ones as well about me. I turned up at the GB assessment. You'll have 2% of your weight, so I'll last me 14.10. I turned up at 16.5 stone. And then a couple of weeks later, I turned up at 17.5. So, but yeah, that's part 5. It's coming soon.
Well, send that to me when it comes out. It sounds absolutely amazing. Let's go in again. Loads of people are guessing the news, and a lot of people have it right.
I can imagine, yeah. It's pretty obvious, really, isn't it?
It's kind of obvious, yeah.
I just want to see the poster. I just want to see the picture. I want to see it. I can't wait just to see it. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, have
wait.
they taken Well, we can't say. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it. Somebody has asked, I know they're saying about your diet and like you're obviously trying to lose weight and stuff.
Yep.
And they've asked, how are your cravings and what are you doing to stub your cravings?
like I said to a lot of people, I get obsessed with stuff. Gambling, obsessed. I was obsessed with it. I get obsessed with all sorts. You know what I mean? Like when I like a woman, I like a woman properly. I'm not a crazy stalker or nothing, but if I like a woman, I like her. If I'm having a bet, I ain't putting £5 each way on. I'm putting the lot on. Do you know what I mean? So with the eating, exactly the same. I won't
I
eat
hear you.
anything out of the thing. I'm counting the cashew nuts I'm putting in my shakes. I'm counting the almonds I'm having in my banana. I'm obsessed. I'm not
Like,
interested. I'm not
I'm
interested in.
wondering, Dave, like, you know, like it, like because I think that we need to have a certain degree of obsession in our lives. To be good at anything, I think you need to be slightly
Yeah,
obsessed in some kind of format. But also, then there is, do we want to spend our days counting cashew nuts on kitchen countertops?
yeah. I'm enjoying it. I've got nothing else to do. So, counting me nuts on the pumpkin season, like it's pulling me out of my day. So, but I can't stress enough to people. I'm not getting in shape, dieting, all this for boxing. This is just purely to look better. If you look better, you're going to feel better. I caught myself
Yes.
in the mirror earlier and I just thought, you're looking well, David. Do you know what I mean? I just thought, you are looking really, really well. So,
Oh,
yeah,
Dave.
it's not for boxing is at the back of my mind, honestly. I know I'm a professional boxer and 90% of the questions are probably boxing related. But as of right now, I'm just David Allen, just just a normal man doing normal things. I don't want to be David Allen boxer at the minute.
Do you know, after, because you have a weekly slot on my show,
Yeah,
but last week, the last time we spoke, and we were talking about the happiness, and I put up a little clip about, like, you talking about happiness is, and like
yeah.
we were discussing that, and so many people messaged me, and a lot of people on, will say, my own personal page that probably aren't really the biggest like boxing fans or combat sports fans. They were like, "Wow, that's like, I really enjoyed that," and they went and watched the interview, and then they were commenting about how like open and honest you were and how refreshing it was to
Yeah.
see somebody that's in your position, especially a boxer that's so willing to talk about like emotions and feelings and different stuff like that. So
Well, you know
it's
what?
it's
Life,
good.
life is life. Yeah. Whatever emotion I may feel, I have felt in 28 years.
Hmm.
If you're at least of the age of 20, 24, 25, you've been there and felt it. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? Whatever I've done, not in terms of, not everybody can say they've done what I've done in terms of, oh, I did this or I did that. But every emotion that I feel in here or every thought I've had in there, there's no man on this planet over the age of 25 who's not had one of the same thoughts or done the same things. So I've got no shame's probably the wrong word because I don't like the word shame because how can we shame anything? How can we
Hmm.
shame anything? Because there's 7 billion people in the world, 3.5 billion men in the world. Yeah, I can tell you anything. I can strip myself bare completely and tell you anything because what difference does it make? I know there's at least, I don't know, 1% of the male population that's going to feel exactly the same as me. Because I do professional boxing. So what? Do you know? I I've never been ashamed of anything like that. Never, ever, ever. And I think I was one. Recently a lot of people come out mental health and stuff. I was probably the first one on the
Hmm.
Sky 2016. One of the first ones. I never really wasn't something I ever saw before. And I remember the guy at Sky saying, Dave, like, it's really big of you and great that you can talk like this. And I thought, what are you on about? I thought, who cares? You
Why
know?
do you think it's so hard for men to be open and to discuss things like mental health, to discuss how they're feeling? Like, is it a weakness thing? Do they think that they have to be strong all the time?
I mean, maybe, but in my mind, I'm just so uh, everything is just normal. You know, I've lived a weird life. I've seen some weird things in all walks of life. If we're talking just, I've seen just some amazing weird things. Like nothing shocks me anymore. Someone could turn around to me tomorrow and say, "Oh, I've been doing this with this," or "So and so has been knocking off so and so," and not,
Jesus, don't say
but
that.
but but nothing ever just shocks me anymore, and nothing will. So nothing. There's nothing anyone could say to me now where I go, "Oh." That's weird. I'm just going, oh, right. You know,
You want to watch your DMs now later on tonight. They're going to start.
there's no shock factor. You're older than me. There's no shock factor anymore, is there? In life, I don't think so. Any man
I
that's struggling out there, or not even men, like women. Even women are the same. I know for a fact you probably wouldn't like to admit if you're struggling sometimes. You're very proud, and I understand and appreciate that. But I just think it's 2020 now, like
Well, I don't. It's not. I find that I am open. I definitely speak about mental health, and
Yeah,
a big part of like is when I was in my 20s. I was completely different to who I am now, and through like jiu-jitsu, through Muay Thai, through therapy, through leaving a toxic relationship, all those things that you get caught up in your 20s, I managed to be able to navigate it. But I think it's a lot easier for women to talk about it, and I find it easy to talk about it. I don't like to because it seems strange, but I'm quite private. So I don't mind having like a little social profile, as in like Lydia from Fight Connect TV. But in terms of my own personal life, I
yeah,
don't really like to discuss that.
yeah. I think a lot of people are the same, but for me, it's like saying to probably Messi, the footballer.
Yes.
Like he plays football. It's so easy to him. If he gave me the ball and said, "Copy what I'm doing," I wouldn't be able to do it. And he'd be so confused about why can you not do it? It's so easy for me. So I feel the same way about being able to be open and honest about just how I feel. So, um, but I get loads of messages every day. I message loads of people every day about what problems they're having and stuff, and tell them all the same thing.
Do
Just
you
speak
ever
to your
get
loved
to
ones.
say that? What did you say there?
You got to always just speak to your loved ones about it, to your family, and just
Yes.
got to be open and forthright about it. There's no shame in it.
There's definitely not. Do you ever feel a bit of a sense of like a responsibility in it? And because you've now, what it sounds like is you've put yourself into a position to be sort of like a soundboard for people that might be going through difficult times or for advice and different things. And you've such a big social following that I imagine your DMs are very busy. So do you
Yeah,
feel a
yeah.
responsibility to be like, always switched on and always answer and always like, reaching out to people?
Well, as I get older, the advice I give to people, I'm better at taking it myself. I'm getting better at it.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say to them, you have to put yourself first. If I've got a spare hour, I'll go through my phone and I'll message people back. I'd be a liar if I said I message everyone back because I don't have the time. But you've got to put yourself first. My mental health, obviously, is I go up and down. I've got problems where sometimes I'm top of the world, sometimes I'm at the bottom. This
Mm-hmm.
the spectrum of happiness, I guess we'll call it. But yeah, yeah, I feel the pressure sometimes. Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I realised lately I've become a bit more a role model figure to people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting, and only the last probably 5 or 6 weeks I've kind of took that in, and that's why I'm trying to get fit really as well in this
Do you know,
time.
I think I said it to you before, but I just think you'd be so good in schools, talking in schools to
Yeah, I
young
think
people.
what I realised at the start of all this. For the first week, I was just plodding on. I didn't think it'd last. I thought it was a load of bollocks, to be honest. I genuinely thought, oh, this'll pass. Bird flu. I promise you, like I got it miles wrong. I thought it was going to be another one of them, and got it totally wrong, sadly. And I was just eating shit and whatever else. But I've realised now that my actions, a lot of people out there, like I always look at Anthony Joshua and think a lot of people copy what he does, and
Mm.
they copy him, and I think, well, you know what? To some people, as mad as it may sound, I'm like that to them. So I've just been nice and positive, doing all my stuff, and hopefully, and people are messaging me. I get about 100 messages a day. I
I'd
walked
say you do.
5K today, or I run a couple of miles today, and it makes me so happy. And you know what? Honestly, yeah, a tiny bit of me that keeps me going. Every time I get a message, I think, you know what? I better fucking count them cashew nuts properly next time.
I just keep thinking of every time I'm making eggs, I just keep thinking about the last time when you said about like scraping the egg at the end of
Just
the
get it all
thing.
in on him.
Okay, can we do a little bit of my quiz
Of course we can.
before we go, right before we wrap up? Because I did actually spend loads of time doing this.
I'm ready.
Okay, so there's actually too many. I went a little bit nuts. So I'm going to get you to
do the boxing first because I feel like I'll know them.
Okay. Okay, I'm so excited. These might be really easy for you now. I tried to get an easy one to start. In which round did Tyson Fury defeat Deontay Wilder
7.
in the? Well done. Okay, Carl Froch defeated which opponent at Wembley in 2014?
George Groves. Come on, it's a bit harder than
Oh,
this.
come on, like give me a break. I tried my best. Who beat Michael Moore in the 1994 heavyweight title fight, hyped as
George Foreman.
Fuck's sake!
Come on.
Fuck.
Keep going. Come on.
Okay. In 1998, who was the first British female boxer to get a license?
Jane Couch. Yeah. Next. Come on. Keep
Fucking
going.
hell.
Come on.
You are
go
really...
level. Let's go per level. Come on.
Okay, hang on, Dave. Hang on. What was Muhammad Ali's geographical nickname?
The Louisville Lip.
Fuck you,
Next,
Dave.
Let's go. Come on.
Okay, there's 2 more boxing ones, right? Hopefully you don't get
So
these.
I've got 6 out of 6. I'm doing well, Anna.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
Next.
Okay, you're definitely going to get this. Which super middleweight retired in 2008 with 46 wins?
Joe Calzaghe.
Fucking
getting
hell.
easier. Come on. I want to at least have a question where I've got to wait to the end and think about it. I know I'm halfway through.
Fucking hell. Okay. This is actually the last one that I have of the boxing genre.
Is it a difficult one, though?
Potentially. I mean, I didn't know it.
Okay.
Who received $25 million for a 1995 boxing match that lasted only 89 seconds?
It was Tyson against McNeely, weren't it? It was Tyson against Peter McNeely. Yeah, just got out of prison. And McNeely came out like a lunatic and he dropped him straight away. Yeah.
You're a shy bag to know that.
They're easy questions, I feel like.
All right. Well, it is. You are a boxer. Come on. All right. Maybe I left myself.
I hope the general knowledge is as easy as them
There's
questions.
so much general knowledge. I'm going to go pick the difficult ones.
Start with an easy
Okay.
one.
There's actually a boxing one. No, you'll know that one. That's way too weak. Who was the Dark Destroyer?
Come on.
Oh yeah, okay. It's a stupid one, I know. See, I wanted to put in some easy ones just to kind of give you a leg up.
I knew all the answers to the question before you even got to the question though. That's too easy.
Fucking shite bag. Sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. Okay. Into which sea does the Nile flow?
To which sea?
Yes.
So we're talking Egypt, which is in Africa. Egypt's in Africa. So, yeah, I know. Which part of Africa is it? The Mediterranean's on the... It's Mediterranean, isn't it? It is Mediterranean, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Of course.
Okay, football knowledge.
Oh, writing the map out there like that. Anyway, go on.
Well, let's let everyone know about your insane knowledge for capital cities. Okay, footballs. What is the name of the Dutch footballer who transferred from Arsenal to Man United in August of
Robin van Persie?
Fucking prick.
Yeah. Come on. You need to be hard in this.
Okay. Who is the main character in the film Raiders?
Harrison Ford.
His character's name?
Indiana Jones.
Fucking hell, Dave.
You know what? I'm a proper encyclopedia of knowledge. People know this. People don't know this, actually.
They actually don't, but they need to know that you are freakishly intelligent.
Yeah.
Where on the human body would you find the thinnest layer of skin?
The thinnest layer of skin?
The thinnest layer of skin.
The thinnest layer of skin. It's a very difficult one, but I'd say probably the ear.
Ooh, first wrong answer.
What is it?
Eyelids.
Oh, I didn't really think about that, yeah.
Yeah, you probably would have got it if you saw it.
Yeah.
What colour is Pac-Man?
Yellow?
Yes! Well
yeah,
done.
Yellow, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm rooting for you on this.
I need to go on the chase or something. Like,
you really do. You really, really do. Which city hosted the 2004 Summer Olympics?
Athens.
Well done. What is the national emblem of Canada?
It's a maple leaf.
Yes, it is, Dave. What
You know
classic?
what?
Oh,
I'm a weirdo. I'm a weirdo.
I
Honestly.
wish. Do you know what? I wish I had done capital cities because you
Give me any
would have got
country, I'll
this.
tell you right now.
What is the capital of the Philippines?
Hanoi.
Incorrect. Oh. It sounds like
Oh, no.
a flavor.
A flavour? Just tell me. I don't know.
It sounds like a flavor of a milkshake.
I don't care.
Vanilla.
Oh, God, it's Manila, isn't it?
Manila,
Hanoi,
yes.
like, oh, God. You know what? That's so disappointing. The chase has probably just caught me now. I'm just dropping myself down.
Okay, listen, that's 2 wrong out of like fucking 90. So this. What classic movie features the character Scarlett O'Hara?
I've never seen that film.
It's a classic. Gone with the Wind. Okay, maybe you could potentially need to be Irish to get that. What does NASA stand for? NASA.
NASA, well, like the space thing.
Yes.
Aerospace will be in there. Something. Is it
N.
N for national?
Yes, it is, Dave. Well done.
Yes. Is S for space?
Yes, it is, Dave.
So I need what? 2 A's.
You needed 2 A's. I'm rooting for you here.
National something space something. The last A is like a clever word for something, isn't it?
It's kind of like a officey, generally word.
National something space. Is the first A something to do like aero or air? Or
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
National space. Well, you know what? You tell a story while I work this out.
Okay. Let's say a really good story.
National.
A really good story. I don't have a really good story. Oh, I don't have. I'm on the spot now. This
National
is awkward.
space.
I'm just gonna.
Tell me what it is.
It's the National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
I wouldn't have got that.
Well, you nearly got it. Oh, here's one. Here's a horsey one. I really hope you
Love,
get
I can
this.
tell you anything about horses. Go on.
Right. Okay.
I'll name you every track in Ireland.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Give me a track in Dublin.
In Dublin, I know, but that's the Curragh.
It's in between. It's Kildare and Dublin. I'll give you that. Give me another one. You know another one.
Leopardstown.
Yes. Well done. Give me one in Galway.
Galway.
What about Waterford?
Waterford's not a massive, not really a race track
You
there.
do know it. The one beginning with T.
Oh, do you mean Tramore?
Yes! So good. Well done.
I know my Irish geography. What can I say?
Okay. What is the 4-letter name given to a horse's ankle?
What? I thought you were asking about some horse racing result. Horse racing, the ankle.
A horse is the ankle on a horse. What's it called? It's a 4-letter word.
Does it begin with H?
Yes.
A hock.
Yes, Dave! Yes. Well done.
I know my horse science as well.
Fucking brilliant. Well done.
What can I say?
Have you seen The Matrix?
No.
Okay, screw that question. Who won the FIFA Women's World Cup last year?
America.
Well done, Dave.
USA,
okay,
yeah.
Two more. What is the national language of Brazil?
It's not Spanish. It's not Spanish at all.
Ooh.
Is it Spanish?
No.
It's not
Very
Spanish.
close.
No, it's not. No, it's not Spanish. It's Portuguese.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's
yes,
Portuguese.
It is Portuguese.
Yeah.
Okay, final question in general knowledge, and you fucking nailed this. Who plays the comedy character Alan Partridge?
Steve Coogan.
Well done, Dave.
He reminds me of Danny now, Alan Partridge. He's so funny. Proper, he looks like him in the lot. When I watch it, I just think of Danny a lot of times.
That was so good. Dave, well done. You actually got 3 wrong out of all of those.
Not bad, is it?
It's not bad at all.
A few of them I should have known. One of them I've just not seen the film.
Okay, we're going to finish off our interview today with some quick fire questions.
Yep.
And then you can go count cashews. Where is the last place that you would ever go?
Australia. too
Now,
far away. I'm not
it's
flying
too
to
far.
there.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
See, I took this question as where would be the last place that you would go on Earth. So I was like, oh, where would I go on the last day on Earth? Like if you
Oh,
have
where
to
do I
go
on the last
somewhere.
day?
Yeah, it's well, that's what I took from it. But now you said Australia. I think that's what it could mean.
Well, I go Australia, or the last day. If I know I'm going to die tomorrow, I'm going to sit in my nan's house. Well, I'm probably going to sit at a gate now, won't I? Coronavirus.
Yeah, or wave at her through the window.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
How is your nan doing?
She's doing very well, thank you.
Good, 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 good. One fear that you have.
Yeah. I can name you 4:
Go on.
flying, wasps, bees, and trains. Not when I'm on trains, but looking at them.
Is it a fear of being knocked down by them?
I used to play chicken on the train line as a young
Oh,
child.
don't
Yeah.
talk about that, please.
Very
Jesus Christ.
foolishly, yeah. Yeah. It's foolish. Don't do it. If anyone's watching, don't do that. It's terrifying.
Don't do that. Have an argument or keep quiet.
I'm a keep quiet man.
Me too.
I like the peace.
Okay, there's 2 parts to this question. The best thing about being a man is. The worst thing about being a man is.
The best thing about being a man?
Yeah.
The best thing about being a man like me is I'm tall. I like being tall. The worst thing about being a man like me is I've got ugly feet. Men have ugly feet, don't they? I've got really ugly feet.
Yeah, like I mean, I wouldn't request to
I'm not
see
a foot
men's feet.
person I'm not a foot person to be honest at all.
If you could replace the handshake as a greeting, what would you replace it with?
I think we should all hug more.
Yes.
I
Why do you
like
think
that.
that?
Probably not hygienically sound, but I you know my friends, yeah?
Yeah.
Family, friends, I hug all of them.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how old, man or woman, hug him, pat him on the back,
Mm-hmm.
head ruffle, you know.
Well, the scientific reasoning behind hugging releases all the serotonin.
Nothing. You know what? I know for a fact sometimes. You know when I see him, me and my dad have got a very weird relationship.
Yeah.
Well, I know when I see him, I go around, or if he'll pat me on the back or he'll pat me on the head or whatever. You know, he can bring you up to notches, can't it? So,
Yes.
like with Danny and Liam, with Danny it's different. We're different with Danny. Danny's got a great home life. Do you know what I mean? So very fatherly towards him. He got his own great dad. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, I took that role, big brother kind of role, with Liam, like a fatherly role. I get older than me and I hug him and I pat him on the head and I stroke him on the back and I say, "How you doing? You all right?" Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know when my dad does that to me, very, very rarely, probably about 3 times in 28 years, he makes me feel top of the world. So I'm a big believer in being showing your emotions and being loving. You know what I mean? There's nothing better in this world than affection, and I like to give it.
Yes, I agree with you. That's very, very good. One fact about you that people would be surprised to know.
Um, like I'm a pretty open book, I think. Um, um,
That you're really intelligent
yeah, I guess that's one.
and that you've got a fucking.
A lot of people like to think I'm stupid, you know, but it makes me laugh. You know what? Every time somebody like Dave Allen, he's thick. Oh God, look at him, he's thick. Oh, you know what I mean? I think, oh my God, you ain't got a clue. Quite funny.
Well, you're
You know
not
what
thick
Brendan
at
did
all.
teach me? You got to act the fool to catch the wise. Play the fool to catch the wise.
Well, that's a very, very good
Sometimes.
analogy. I do believe that Donald Trump once said that, and so did Pamela Anderson.
And look
When
where they're at
asked,
now.
yeah, exactly. When asked how she acquired such a fortune for being thick, she gave an answer very similar to
She
that.
ain't like that, is she?
She's not at all. The most annoying thing that someone can do, in your opinion?
Be late.
Oh, Dave, I'm really sorry. It was like 2 minutes.
Punctuality for me is a big thing. Like genuinely, punctuality is one, and two, not saying please and thank you. It irritates the life out of me.
Well, please will you forgive me for
No,
being,
if you do something for someone, they don't say thank you. I just, you know what I mean. From that point on, it's a long
yeah,
way back.
I hear you. But isn't that more on them than it's on you? Do you know, it's like it's a reflection of them than it
It's like,
is
yeah,
on.
yeah, of course, but it's a long way back for that friendship if that happens, especially if it happens early on.
I hear you. Um, can you tell me a joke?
No.
Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Um, Smart, strong, and I need a word for contrasting. We'll go for contrasting.
Well, that's an unusual word.
I feel like there's two of me. You know what I mean? There's two sides of me. You know. Um, well, I guess there's more than two. There's probably about 17. Um, you know. So, but I think probably a lot of people see me on here now and they've heard me talk for the last 45 minutes. But I think, when people really know me, you know what? I'll give you 3 words that people who really know me would describe me as:
Yeah.
quiet, caring, and responsible. And it's funny because a lot of people have me down as just a bit of a fucking loudmouth lunatic, when in actuality I couldn't be any more different. I think I'm very misunderstood, to be honest.
I would say you're very misunderstood as well. We're nearing the end of the best quiz of your life.
Yeah.
One thing that you never get tired of doing.
Um, Eating, eating, probably up there. I never get tired of. I never get tired of seeing people do well. That I care about. I love that shit.
One
There's
of
a lot of
your
people.
better qualities, one would say.
There's a lot of people out there that don't like to see people do well. Want to drag everyone down,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't get it. Me, you know what? It's human nature to want to see people take a fall now and again, and I'm guilty of it myself. I've watched people in sport, people in everyday life, think, oh God, well I hope he does this, I hope he fails, I hope he loses at that. But as I get older, there's nothing better than seeing someone do well, just when they work for it.
A lovely quality. And the final quickfire question
Yeah.
is finish the sentence. I am.
Whatever you say I am, as Marshall would say. It's true that, and as I get older as well, I start to realise I really am whatever anyone else says I am. It's a very,
Mm-hmm.
very true line that he once sang, rapped, spoke, because I am what I am. I am whatever I am. Do you know what I mean? Gloria Gaynor once said, "I am what I am." But and
I love
really,
that
we are
song.
we are what we are. Like, what you are. I
Yes.
look deep inside me. I'm a good fella. I'm a good man. I've got great qualities. I can be an arsehole sometimes. You know what I mean? If push, I
Mm-hmm.
can be. I used to be a fucking lunatic, but I know what I am. But if a lot of people out there who think, Dave Allen's a dickhead. People who know me years ago, people who just don't like me, they'll say, oh, he's a prick him, or he's this, he did this once, I'm a fuck out of this fella, or he did this, or he was in trouble for this. So they're gonna have that opinion. I can't change that. You can't change anyone else's opinion of you. So, and as I get older now, I start to realise I am whatever I am to these people. Some people love me, some people hate me, some people don't care about me, and that's just fine. And I'm starting to realise now the only person's opinion I care about truly is my own. As much as I respect you and lots of other people in the world, I don't really care what you think about me, because that I am, your perception of me is your perception.
Well, isn't there a really good phrase? What is it?
Gloria Gaynor got it right, didn't she?
No, what is it? It's like whatever people's perception, whatever, what is it? Whatever
Whatever you
people's,
say I am, I am.
no, it's whatever people's perception of you is none of your business. What
Well, you
you
know
think
what?
of me is none of my
Whatever
business.
I think of you, yeah. You know
Don't bring
what?
me into this.
Whatever I think of anybody, that's what I think of them. They can't change it. Like it is. I've realised over time. I used to want everyone to love me. I used to be obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I still, what, and a lot of me still the same. I still make so much effort with people. You know, a lot of it's because I care, because I do. But a lot of it's because I want people to like me. I want you to like me. I want him to like me. I want her to like me. You know. But as I get older, I think, you know what? I can't fucking live my life like that. It's tiring. I've been there.
Do you like yourself?
Some days, yeah, some days I do. Some days I think you're a fucking prick. You know, some days I think, oh, you let, you know what? I let myself down a lot in my life doing things. You know, more so when I was younger. You know, I did some things that I look back and I'm not proud of. But I think that's everything. Everything to this day is maybe what I am. And if you can look at yourself in the mirror and say you got a good heart, you do good things, then you got to be happy with yourself.
I agree.
And I do good things every day. I try and do good things every day. And some days I do bad things. And all you can do at that point, I'm not a religious man, you know, but I can only ask for forgiveness from them that I've wronged, you know. So, and over time, you know, I make everything right, and that's my goal: is making everything right and doing my best by everyone that I can. So, if people don't like me, that's a shame. I don't like that. I really don't like. If someone don't like me, I don't like it. It upsets me. But what can you do? You know.
I hear you. Well, on that note,
Lovely.
lovely. So
You know
nice.
what? Yeah, I've been on social media. I'm waiting for that announcement. It's coming. Yeah, people, hold on. It's coming at some point.
Literally all the messages there like, can you tell me what the announcement is? I was
It's
like,
coming.
absolutely not.
I'll give everyone an insight what it is. It's an announcement about someone doing something with someone. That's about it, isn't it?
That'll do. That'll do.
Yeah.
They'll get us. They'll get us.
Everyone knows what it is anyway. But I want to see the poster. I want to see him standing from that backdrop.
Yeah, don't give it away. Don't give it away. But where did the photograph? Is it an old photograph or is it a?
Well,
Because when I had him on the show, oh shit.
Well, you know what? I had some pictures done by Matchroom, yeah, some proper professional pictures.
Yeah.
And I dragged the whole gang in. I had Liam, Jay, and Daniel had the pictures took on the same day. I said, look, get in front of that screen, son. Because you never know when you might need professional photos. You never know. So, and look, it's worked out fine. But who is it? Which one of the three is it? We don't know,
we don't know. That's what they need to wait and see.
And where they're going. Where they're going. White Rhino Promotions could be opening for all they know. Who knows? Maybe.
There you go. Well, thank you very much. That was a pleasure. And, you know, I really would like if people would stop asking if you could come back on the show.
It's a weekly thing now. It's every Friday night at 7 p.m.
Do you know what?
7 on the dot.
Listen to me. So many people did actually message and were like, Dave is so good on this show. You need to get him on every week. Because I posted that thing to say, you know, I was like, who do you want on? And everyone was messaging. And that guy that put in the one that I tagged you in was like, no, seriously, you should like get him on every week. You should like, you know, have a slot for him. I was like,
it's a weekly slot now, Friday at 7, isn't it? I thought it was Friday at 7 every week. Is that not right? No.
It is now. Okay, I'll see you next Friday. See you Friday. Well, no, because you'll be on your break.
You know what? When I get to 77, I'll be back full time. I've got to wait for the announcement. I'm going to do Friday at 7 every week.
Okay.
Every week, no matter what, I'll be here Friday at 7.
We need to format it so that it's interesting.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna interview you next week.
Oh, I don't think we could do that.
Yeah. I'll send you the questions beforehand so I know what to ask and what not to ask. And you can okay. But I'm going to interview you next week, Friday at 7, Fight Connect TV. From me, Mr. Fight Connect TV, and Lydia. There we go.
All right, okay. We'll work on that. Okay, well, thank you very much. Best of luck. Have a good weekend. All the usuals.
I'll see you Friday at 7, love.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dave.
Bye,
bye.
everyone.
Bye. Bye.